Hey guys, good morning. And today I wish to make a video around how consciousness, mind, group consciousness in particular, can affect things like the European Championships of football that are currently taking place in Germany. Now, if you know me, then you know that I love football. And the Euros alongside the World Cup are, the most amazing tournaments to experience. It's a month full of, of football on the highest level, fueled by patriotism and wanting, your country to do well. And the whole country is in um, a state of mania almost, desiring for us to win the championship. It's fun, it's exciting. It's really, what being a football fan it's all about. And the tournament also this summer in Germany has been super well organized. It's nice, you feel that things are set up well. And also the atmosphere is really fantastic. I've been watching as many games as possible, and you really feel, the fans, they are loud, they are excited, they are yelling, they are singing. It's yeah, just creates this very nice feeling. I'm really enjoying it. But what's also great is that the Netherlands is still in the running for the first place. We are in the quarterfinals against Turkey, which we'll play on Saturday, and we're going to smash them, obviously. But we're in a good flow, the Netherlands. I feel good about how we are doing. Now, what I want to talk about in particular today is how consciousness, mind, influences the performance of players and the performance of the country as a result. Not only the mind, the consciousness of the players that are playing, but how the consciousness of the fans and the people that are sitting at home watching from their TV, supporting the Netherlands, are having a direct influence on our ability to win or lose in tournament. Now, when we look at um, the things that lead to success with playing football, you have your common things that we all know of, right? So it's about the quality of the players, right? Are the players good? Are they in form? Have they been playing well? Also, how is the organization behind it? And the coach, is it a good coach? Is the facilitating team behind it? Is it and does it have quality? And the strategy of the coach, is it a good one? Does it fit the the team? Yeah. How is the setting, the vibe of the team? And are the players connected or separated from each other? And all of that adds, to the performance of the players, and how is the mindset of the players, um, and do they believe, and do they have, full trust in their capability, or is there doubt? Um, and that influences, how you feel, and as a result, how you play. Right? So these are common things that we all know of. What is often a little bit more unknown is that not only are the players affecting the game, but also the fans at home, as well as inside the stadium, are also affecting the game. And they are influencing whether the team can achieve a state of flow. And they are influencing the level of inspiration, of creativity, of energy that the players have access to during the game, and as a result, it influences their performance. Now, how is this possible? Well, it is possible because we know that everything is energy, and we are energy, and we are energy, and we are radiating our own personal energetic vibration outward constantly. And we do this through our thoughts, they are vibration, energy, and also through our feelings, our emotions, energy in motion. And these thoughts and feelings, and they get pulsated outward like a signal. And depending on the thoughts, the energy that you send out, you attract experiences. And this is also called the law of attraction. It's a natural law, and it's one of the laws that this universe is governed by. You already use the law of attraction in your day-to-day life. Everything that you see before you is not a coincidence, but is chosen in a way by you, unconsciously or consciously, through sending out, particular thoughts and feelings. And we know this because, for example, people that are quite fearful think negatively, and they see a lot of negativity in their lives, right? It's because they are sending out this negativity, and it is attracting back, similar experiences. Similar to very positive people or highly successful people that, are thinking these confident, these positive, these, powerful thoughts about themselves and about what they are capable of doing, and they see different, things appear in their life. And we are constantly creating our reality through this law of attraction. Now, one person is already very powerful, right? But imagine that you have 10, 100, or millions of people sending out the same exact signal, the same exact thought form and feelings. You would be capable with that group of greatness, of manifesting, very big and powerful things. For example, the Netherlands winning the Euros, right? So, for example, if the Dutch national population would be aware that their thoughts become things and would attune their thoughts, to the reality that the Netherlands is winning, that energy would, would travel and would flow towards the Dutch national team that is actually playing, right? And the coach and the supporting staff, and it would bathe, that team in a feeling of, positivity, and it would assist them in performance, right? It would lead them to feeling more creative, to confidence, to arriving in a flow state, of having a more energy, they can just go for 90, 120 minutes. It doesn't matter, there's just something carrying them. They just feel good. They might not even, notice that it's energy, but maybe they do the interviews after and they say, yeah, I just, felt like we could have gone for another hour, right? So I think it's cool, first and foremost, that, we as non-players have the ability to influence our team in this, very direct and concrete way. On the flip side, if we're unaware of, the fact that our thoughts are energy and create reality, then you may give way to desperation or to fear, right? And when you look at, many different countries and the people that are supporting their national team, you can see probably that there's a scale of people being on the very negative side and on the positive side, and there's always there's a people that are very hopeful and trusting and exciting, and there's also people that are skeptical and don't really believe, and there's this whole people in the mix. Now you can imagine that the type of collective energy that your country generates, right, through all of their different thoughts, and then has an influence, right? So if, for example, you're in a country that the most of the people really believe, you have like, let's say 80% or 90% of the country that just, feels and trusts and supports, and it doesn't matter if they, um, uh, get a goal against, they still believe, then this has a very positive effect. But if you are in a country that's more pessimistic, then it has adverse effects, right? Negative effects. It's really just that simple. Now, when I look at my country, the Netherlands, we are a people that are quite realistic, whatever that means, right? But realistic in the sense that we um, are not always, too passionate, um, and we tend to follow facts, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But so, for example, like our team is playing shit, and then all of a sudden things are bad, and we're not going to do anything because the team is playing shit, and so we're looking at that and saying, okay, well, that's realistic. If our team is playing well, we um, uh, get more excited, but are also kind of timid, and we're like happy, but not like, oh yeah, we're gonna win. It's our time, right? So there's a certain type of consciousness within the Netherlands. Um, what also feeds into it is that we haven't won in like 40 years, right? And when you don't win for a while, and the belief, the consciousness tends to go a little bit down. But it doesn't really matter if you haven't won or not. What's more important is how your state of mind is now. The only thing that matters is the present moment. So I think this is also the reason why we haven't won in 40 years, because there is a part inside the consciousness of those people that doesn't truly believe, that doesn't truly believe, and also whines a lot, about our national team. We don't support it when the things are tough. And we fucking complain, we put like shit, and then it's a week of pundits that are whining instead of supporting, instead of truly believing. When your kid is learning how to ride a bike and it falls, even if it has already learned how to ride a bike, you don't go like, oh, it's you're fucking stupid, and then you talk about it for like a week, like at the dinner table. No, your kid would feel like shit for like a whole week and probably longer. No, you say, all right, well, let's look at what went wrong, find a solution, and then already from the get-go, you have this supportive, loving vibe, right? And what that does, it assists them, getting back on the bike and performing. Now, why don't we do that with the Dutch national team? Just because they are professional athletes, we shouldn't put them in the ground, and destroy them. Like, if you understand that the thoughts are energy and they create the reality, then you would not do that, and you would still look at the things that are not going well, but always from a loving perspective, and you would also always believe, right? So let's say your Dutch national team is going behind in the game, right? Then it's the time to extra support your team, right? Well, let's go. We can do it. It's not over, right? But a thing that people tend to do is then, oh, we're up 1-0 behind. Well, should we? Right. So we're feeding that negativity, more negativity into the player. So it becomes harder to win. While other teams, right? Let's take a look at other teams like Spain or Brazil, Argentina, right? What do we see there? We see this, passion, this desire to win, this belief each time again, we're gonna win and we're amazing and they are active the whole game, the fans, are so supportive, so uh yeah, loving, right? And you see what you see throughout the years that they have won more tournaments. Yeah, Brazil, I think like 5 World Cups. France also. Spain has won one recently, many Euros. It's not a coincidence. They believe, and they believe truly. Now, a side note is that they believe in part, because they have good players, right? So that's part of the reason of their belief. But you can generate that belief without, having top quality players. Now, if we look at the Euros 90, 92, Denmark won, right? And made it to the the final and won the Euros. Or World Cup 2018, right? Croatia made it to the final, right? Small country that hasn't won anything ever, right? This is examples of countries that are really behind their team. And I bet during those times, most of the consciousness of the players and the fans were, and the country were really as supportive. But it's just how it works. So my desire is, for Dutch people to become aware of this and to get behind their team uh, and stop sulking so much. Our team needs us, and it helps them um, win, right? So it's funny and it's interesting how your energy can have that effect, without you actually playing the game. So let's go Netherlands, and video over.